Residents of Coventry say they feel safe now that members of the joint services have arrived in their village. Narima Ali reports.
Protests continue to sweep the nation as residents stand in solidarity with the Henry boys, who met their demise in the most gruesome way possible. The protests commenced when the bodies of the boys were found in the Bagdam farm, and now chaos has broken out as fires are lit on the roadways, passers-by are being beaten, chopped and robbed, and vehicles are being damaged. While this is the case on the west coast of Berbice, in Georgetown and New Amsterdam, protesters were seen peacefully picketing along the roads for justice to be served to the Henry family. The police, along with the military, have made attempts to clear the roads so that commuters can get home safely. While this was done, the protesters continued to pelt passing vehicles as they stood on the road shoulders. The police ranks are still on the roads, and the regional commander also met with residents and appealed to them to discontinue their malpractices. He also reminded them that while it is their democratic right to protest, it should be peaceful and should not inflict harm on anyone else. Yesterday at the Coventry ball field, a helicopter carrying 3 soldiers arrived, and the military men spoke with the residents and reassured them that they were safe. This newscast spoke with a resident there, and she shared these details.
Me see my heart gonna fall out of me. Me just left my kids and me went to the shop for buy juice and snack for them. When me see the helicopter, me in the case me would lick down anybody else. Me have to hurry to me think that people there back here and me and my kids in the house. And to be honest, since yesterday to now, people watch on my house there. Me gotta be afraid because the sea dam and so is right.
How you feel now?
Well, right now, me still shocked because I don't know what was the procedure, what really going on. It's all me see the helicopter with the soldier, that's it.
But
at this moment, but when they're gone, you don't know.
Okay.
At this moment, but in the night, they wouldn't be here in the night.
While the trip was brief, the residents felt a feeling of security while the soldiers were there. It has now been 3 days since the bodies of Joel and Isaiah Henry were found, and to date, the family is still awaiting justice for their sons. While protests along the west coast of Berbice have turned into violent clashes, the message of those righteous cries and peaceful protests should not be drowned out by the angry mob. As the protests over the murder of Joel and Isaiah Henry escalated, a 17-year-old boy of number 3 village west coast Berbice was fatally beaten and left in the backlands. The boy was identified as Harish Singh, known as Raj. His body was reportedly discovered by his 12-year-old brother after he saw a torched motorcycle while he was tending to the family's cattle. Harish Singh was rushed to the New Amsterdam Public Hospital but succumbed before he received the much-needed medical attention. The police force assured that it would investigate the death of Harish Singh with the same intensity as the case of the Henry boys so that both families can receive justice for their lost loved ones. As of today, residents of Bath Settlement have also started protesting earlier this morning. Narima Ali, Channel 8 News.